Hey folks, it's Rod with Pow Group. Welcome back on The Pursuit of Wealth, your home for MJ stocks, crypto assets, news, and interviews. Also, the channel that was created by a retail investor for retail investors and home to the best MJ community. Today is Thursday, October 31st. Happy Halloween. Hope you're doing well. Going to be taking my daughter out for her first Halloween a little bit later on tonight, so looking forward to that. She's going to be dressing up as a bumblebee. So, wishing you and your family a great Halloween and be safe out there. Dress warm. It's pretty cold here on the western coast of Canada, so I'm going to be dressing warm. But in this video, we're going to be discussing Auxly's upcoming Q3 2024 earnings. It's scheduled for November 8th. I'll give my thoughts and opinions on this. We'll also take a look at the chart and what to expect in terms of the price action in the days and weeks, months ahead, all that good stuff. It's not financial advice, though. It's for entertainment purposes only, and you should never buy or sell anything based on anything that I say or write. If you're new, you can subscribe, tick the bell. You'll be notified on any future videos or when I go live. And you can also follow us over on X, formerly Twitter. Handle for that is @GroupPow. Fun fact, Elon announced that they're going to actually be basically releasing a competitor to YouTube, and that's going to rival the creator compensation. So going to be a huge push to, the everything app. You can do jobs on here now. It's literally the future. So it's exciting to see what they're building. And yeah, there's going to be a ton of upgrades and innovations coming to the X platform. So Auxly to report third quarter 2024 financial results on November 8th, 2024. And that's going to be for the quarter ending September 30th, 2024. And the earnings that come out on Friday, November 8th will be before the financial markets open. And as a reminder, there hasn't been any conference calls. So I actually reached out to Auxly, and I'm actually going to be scheduling a interview with them more than likely the following week, but I'll keep everybody posted on the exact day and time. It'll probably be pre-recorded and I'll post it after the fact. But once I have a little bit more information, I'll keep you posted. But let me know in the comment section below if you do have any questions for Hugo or for Auxly for that interview, and I'll do my best to get your questions answered. I did ask the Pow Group private community as well, and I compiled some questions. I had a ton of questions myself. So if you do have any questions, please be sure to comment on this video, and I'll do my best to get them answered. But we're starting to see Auxly start to turn the page with their debt. Obviously, Imperial Brands is a big partner, and things are starting to heat up in a big way. I think the days of unprofitable LPs are numbered, and that's licensed producers here in Canada, and things are heating up, and no pun intended. If we take a look at the monthly time frame here, it's very simple. We just keep it simple on the monthly time frame. We're just looking for a monthly uptrend to confirm. So we have our low there at 1 penny. I added a lot, in full disclosure, I do own the stock. I added a lot closer to 1 penny. And just think of the opportunity here. If this thing goes back to even halfway to all-time highs, you're looking at like a 30x opportunity. If it goes back to all-time highs, you're talking about a 300x plus opportunity. So in my opinion, this is a company that could very well turn the page, could very well, have a massive comeback story. And if there was any company that could turn the ship around and go all the way back from a penny up to all-time highs, I think it would be Auxly. I still think Auxly's probably going to be a buyout target. I'll ask them in the interview, do you think that's ultimately the goal? Do you think Auxly will get bought out by a bigger company, or maybe even they might look to engage in their own type of M&A, right? Mergers and acquisitions. So we'll see what happens. There's still a lot of consolidation that needs to happen in the space. And the Canadian government had some news out that they're going to be combating the illicit market. So that's great to see. And it's time for them to really start to support the MJ industry. It's been 6 years, hard to believe, 6 years since it was legal here at the federal level in Canada and recreationally. But growing pains, right? Things will change and we'll get there eventually. We just have to be patient. And right now the charts are heating up. And yes, there were some delays with regards to rescheduling, but at the end of the day, we just have to be a little bit more patient, right? We've already waited realistically since 2018. We haven't seen the whole sector, 52-week highs across the board, new all-time highs across the board. It's really been since 2018 that we've been waiting. In 2021, there were some names that hit new all-time highs, but the majority of names didn't. So in my opinion, over the next few years, we're probably going to enter that phase where, everything's hitting 52-week highs. We had this conversation in the Pow Group private community today that, a lot of names probably won't hit their all-time highs again, and there's a very good chance that they merge with, a potential MSO or a company in the US, right, in that blue chip phase. And that'll only ever come after the US legalizes at the federal level. You're never going to see the blue chip phase and the clear winners and losers until the blue chip until after the US legalized, then you'll see the blue chip phase, right? And you'll see MSOs merge with LPs, LPs with MSOs. It's already happening. Canopy and Acreage, look at Cureleaf and Northern Green Canada. They acquired a Canadian operator. So it's already happening. It's happening right in front of our faces and our noses. So we just have to be patient. And like I said, these charts are starting to look really good here over the next few months. I say probably, if we look at these EMAs here on the monthly time frame, we have EMA 12 there at 3.6 cents and EMA 26 at 5.9 cents. So I'd say it's at least a few months before we see these cross bullish, the monthly EMAs, but that would be the first in history for Auxly, and a lot of MJ names, to be quite honest with you, are gearing up for their first ever monthly EMA 12 and 26 bull cross. But because these are lagging indicators, we should start to trend higher into that bull cross. But once they do cross bullish, we can expect a lot of upside. And like I said, this is a name, even if you got in at 1 penny and saw that ride up to 7 pennies, that's a 600% gain. So like I said, I loaded the boat closer to 1 penny. I think it was mostly around a penny and a half, 2 pennies that I filled. And like I said, I'm holding this one zero or hero. And, I'm not breaking the bank on this one. But, if you invest $1,000, $2,000, something like that, that's my approach. The most you can lose is $1,000, and your upside potential is unlimited. Imagine if we go back to all-time highs. Not saying we will, but just imagine, you could see 50, 100x gains, maybe even more, in a very short period of time with a very low level of risk. So yeah, we were talking about this today. Our name's going to go back to all-time highs. There's a lot of names that probably won't, right? But you don't need names to go back to all-time highs. Like I said, if you got this thing at a penny and this thing goes back just to, 20 cents, you're looking at 20x. If it goes to 30x, you're looking at 30x, right? So there's a lot of opportunity here. And on the monthly time frame, we're very close to seeing a monthly uptrend confirmed. So we have our low, high of the bounce, higher low. We started the bounce again. We're looking for the higher high, but we topped out at 5.5 cents. So now we're just basically ranging in this type of equilibrium and tightening range. Now we need to break the high of the previous monthly candle at 4.5 cents, get back up to 7 cents. That is the key level to break. If we break 7 cents, what does that give us? It gives us our low, our high, our higher low, and our higher high. What makes an uptrend? A low followed by a high, a higher low, and a higher high. So we still need to break this previous high, give us our higher high, and then we'd be in a monthly uptrend. If that happens, then we'll more than likely expect an EMA 12 and 26 bull cross over the next couple of months as well, and a sustained rally. And guess what? Over the next few months, what might top out? Big tech, crypto, AI, all of that I've been saying. Once those top out, once it's no longer buy the dip on big tech and crypto, then that'll be a losing trade. Then it'll be shifting to, short it. And it'll be lower highs and lower lows, right? This will be on tech, right? And you'll just be looking to short, because that'll be the winning trade over the next few years when it enters a bear market. And in my opinion, that's going to really benefit MJ. I think it is that simple. We just need big tech to stop stealing the show, and then we'll confirm monthly uptrends and bull cycles across the sector. So again, what are downtrends? They're lower highs and lower lows, lower highs and lower lows. There's a series of them here, right? And uptrends are the opposite. There hasn't been very many uptrends on Auxly on the monthly time frame. But if you take a look at, say, a name like CGC, there's been lots of monthly uptrends: low, high, higher, low, and higher high. You have your low, high, higher, low, and higher high. So same thing here. We had our low, high, higher, low, higher high. If you just went long here, that would have been a massive trade there as well, just on the monthly uptrend confirming. That was about 150% gain, right? And then we went into a monthly downtrend with lower highs and lower lows. Now we're trying to do the same thing across the sector. You can even take a look at HHMJ. We had a POW Algo buy alert go off on HMMJ as well, which is the Global XMJ Life Sciences ETF. And it's heating up in a big way. We're looking to start the monthly bounce, and we're trying to confirm a monthly uptrend here as well. We have our low, high. We're looking for the higher low. Now we need the higher high. So again, when you look at these ETFs, HMMJ, MSOS, when all names are in monthly uptrends, that's going to give us confidence that the bear market is over and we're entering a potential multi-year bull market. But looking forward to Auxly's upcoming earnings, looking forward to the whole sector seeing some momentum. Obviously, we have a couple more trading days before the elections in the US. And I think, too, for the space today, like we were down a lot in MJ, but that's the whole broader market. And I know it's been inverse, kind of when tech has been down or crypto's been down, MJ's been up. But the difference is today, everything was down, like healthcare sector, right? Financials, your IWMs, your biotech, your XBIs, your QQQs, your SPY, crypto, everything was down. So when every sector in the planet's basically down, you need to expect MJ to be down. But if there's, let's say, tech's weak and healthcare's weak and finance is weak and you got, biotech sector breaking to higher highs, well, you're probably going to have MJ do well, right? It's when everything's pulling back is when MJ won't be spared, right? It doesn't have that immunity to that entire market weakness. But MJ should go on to be, if not the best performing, one of the best performing sectors over the next couple of years, coupled with psychedelics and the biotech sector. But like I said, excited for the upcoming Auxly earnings, excited for the elections next week. We can get that uncertainty out of the way. I think Florida's going to pass. Going to be tons of euphoria, I think, next week. And then once we just get the results, right? People are just, markets don't like uncertainty. So once this is who won, this is what happened with the Senate and the House, and this is what we deal with for the next 4 years. And then the markets can establish themselves, right? So I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to the meeting as well with Auxly. So let me know if you have any questions. And as soon as I have an exact date, I'll keep everybody posted on that. But enjoy your Halloween evening. And thanks again for joining us in the Pursuit of Wealth. It's Rod with Power Group, and we'll see you again in the next video.